Welcome to a very special series called The Alter Doctor, created by Treat, the exclusive channel for doctors. So you said that you were working with a group of Iraqi doctors. Would you like to reflect back think on, is there something that we can learn from their healthcare system that you saw?
I wouldn't say like something specific like we can learn, but yes, I was surprised about a few things. I did have this bias thinking they'll be slightly frustrated over the years of war. It's not just what happened to them in the recent past, but good 2 decades of sort of suppression. But I was pleasantly surprised when I went there to see the spirit they had. There was absolutely no disappointment of what has happened in the past. In fact, they seem to always want to see more and more patients, and when there was a big crowd, I never saw them fight, or maybe they were fighting and they were saying something in Arabic which I didn't pick it up, but from the body language I could see that they were not fighting to say you are seeing more, I am seeing less. If anything, I saw them fight a couple of times only to say I am going to see this patient. Wow. Why don't you take a rest? You, my friend, have travelled all the way from Baghdad for 3 hours. I have taken only 1 hour to travel across the bridge. I'll see the patient, you get some rest. So that spirit was great. Also this overall cheerfulness in the emergency department. Constantly they used to keep asking me questions about Amitabh Bachchan, about Sonakshi Sinha for instance.
Sonakshi Sinha, I mean, which movies of Sonakshi Sinha would they have seen? I mean, that's a pleasant surprise.
It's strange because they seem to be enjoying it. They throw in a dialogue or two of some movie, and sometimes they used to come dressed as clowns to cheer the babies up.
Any Bollywood songs that were being played on the phones or in the emergency ward out there?
Well, eventually they learned to love Munna Bhai, so I invited them home on my last day, and they all came home. We saw Munna Bhai MBBS together. Oh. So yes, they did like the Mbole tho.
So I think it's very interesting, just taking on from what you said. I guess that in an area of conflict, I think they would have realized that if anything, teamwork is the most important, and there's no point in having any hatred against each other and working together as a team. So just elaborating, moving on for that point, you were part of a team that went into this mission. So who are the other doctors in your team?
So in our guest house, we had a good 15 people staying with us, of which maybe 3 or 4 were medical personnel.
Only 3 or 4?
Yes, yes. One of them was a doctor, a couple of them were nurses and midwives.
Okay.
But beyond that, the rest of the team was engineers, an architect. There was a Japanese architect who became a good friend of mine. He was the one, of course, who made the steel container.
Oh, so this Japanese architect was the one who
designed the steel container and made it look very, very professional, the whole the look of it. But beyond that, we obviously had HR professionals, admin staff, we had security personnel, all of them from different parts of the world, being an integral part of the team and staying with us.
So how was it staying in that guest house? I mean, you go to the hospital, it's a stress environment, you come back. So did you guys cook for each other, have a country dish every other day, or what was the experience like in the guest house? So
most days we had an Iraqi cook come and cook for us, but on Fridays she didn't come, and Fridays we were required to cook for each other. And it was interesting then because you'd have this one British lady who was enjoying cooking dolmas. Oh. So she used to make us all cook with her the dolma, and there was this Italian lady who had to make the perfect pasta. Anything less than perfect was not okay with her. And of course I enjoyed making spicy Indian dal, for which I think they hated me because they just could not handle the spice. So there was
too hot and spicy for them. So it would be very interesting to know that, apart from your guest house and workplace, any other places that you visited?
So officially I was not allowed to go anywhere as per the security protocols. It's just home and work. But every once in 4 weeks, you're allowed to visit a nearby place which is more safe, where you can actually walk on the streets. So I was sent to this place which was close to the Syrian border, considered safe. We went there for a small picnic.
And that's nice.
It was nice to see this spirit they have in this Kurdish dance. They have this bagpipe-like sound coming from the background, and all of them are going like Kurdish, and they do this, and they all go in one harmony together.
I think I'm seeing you dance after a long time, but
I surprised myself with this. So
and a lot of others too, probably.
Yeah, and then what was interesting was this: while this was happening, there was suddenly some gunshots.
Oh, okay. And
I panicked, but I could see that these people continued doing the Kurdish dance when the gunshots were happening.
Okay,
and then one of them
just,
yeah. So I was like, either something is wrong with me or something is wrong with them. So I called one of the drivers aside and I was like, what is this? What kind of reaction? He's like, this is called happy shooting.
Happy shooting. That's
so
very interesting.
Turned out that it was one of their national cultural days, and people do this happy shooting to celebrate a festival. So like, okay, welcome to Kurdistan. Thank you.
So apart from this, did you have any other frightening episodes there?
To be honest, not really. Rest of the mission, there were incidents that we were hearing of, like explosions happening 25 kilometers away. But it was not something that I witnessed, so it didn't really impact me directly as much as this gunshot where I clearly heard it.
So you've sort of reached the last bit of your mission there. Any thoughts that you had when you were going to leave the place?
I did get a bit emotional because I'd spent 3 months with these local Iraqi doctors with such wonderful spirit. Also, the expat team that was in the guest house, and I got quite attached to them. And I had this farewell party. I called them over to the guest house, and we had this very, very interesting food ceremony of all kinds of foods together.
So any memorable gift or souvenir that you took back from this wonderful journey of yours?
Yes. So on the last day, they did come and give me this very traditional Arabic piece of dressing. So this was it.
Oh, wow.
It makes me very emotional because it constantly reminds me of them and my wonderful 3 months spent there. So
you're going to show us how to wear it?
Yes. So it's a triangle. You get this across this way.
Okay.
And then you put this special black piece which is called a 55 for some reason.
A 55, okay.
Yes. And that's all. And then they said, with a lot of love, we will miss you, Sheikh Murtuza.
Sheikh Murtuza, it has been wonderful having you on this show. Well, we hope you liked the show. The first episode of the Alter Doctor series. We'll be back with many more episodes featuring such interesting doctors and some thrilling experiences and gripping tales. Till our next episode, we hope you like and subscribe to our channel, Treat, the special YouTube channel for doctors. Thank you so much. This is your host, Dr. Nitin Yashas, saying goodbye.